So tonight, we're not going to have a very long training because obviously I'm in my car. I'm here in Carolina Beach, North Carolina, and kind of pulled off down by the pier down here. I just love it. I was telling Tammy earlier that this is the place where we would vacation. I remember a guy telling me early on in my career, both my kids were young, and he just said 18 summers, man. And I went like, what do you mean 18 summers? And this was when my kids were young, and man, just every minute just seemed like there was something to do, and it was just crazy. And he said 18 summers, and he said, man, he said you basically got your kids for 18 summers. He said enjoy them, enjoy every single summer. And so that's always stuck with me. We've always worked hard. We've always worked our butts off in the summertime. Summertime, I'm telling you, that's where we pass people. And I'm going to talk about that tonight. But summertime is where we made our move because we knew that most people, based on human nature, most people from middle of June, I want you to think about something. From middle of June through the middle of August, most people let their foot off the gas. From the middle of November through the 1st of January, most people let off the gas. And I'm going to tell you, in those two time periods of the year, that's where I make up my ground. Now, again, you can argue whether I'm competitive. I'm not so much competitive against people. I'm competitive against myself. And I just know that I don't want to do what most people do. I want to look at the masses, and I want to do the opposite. And so, again, 18 summers. Did we enjoy them? You better believe we enjoyed them. Well, what did we do? Well, of all the places that we've gone to, and I'm going to tell you, this business has been good to us. We've been to a lot of places, a lot of cool places, but our favorite place as a family was Carolina Beach, North Carolina. This little dinky old beach down here. We call it the place that time has forgotten. But we love it. We absolutely love it. I grew up coming down here, so we know a lot of the locals. We know the best places to eat. And this is just where our families come, man. And so our family place was about a half a mile up this little beach road right here. This is a little one-lane beach road, and right on the beach. And our beach cottage is actually one row off of the beach, and about a half a mile up. Now I'm actually looking right now at the pier, which you can't see, but if you were on earlier tonight, you saw, because I was kind of giving Tammy a panoramic view. And I'll also post a picture on GroupMe really quick for you guys to see. This is the picture earlier that I took. That way you guys will be able to kind of see where I'm parked, and you'll be able to see the pier up there. But so here's what we would do. So we would get out to the beach like we get up and eat breakfast, and we get out to the beach like 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'd pack some sandwiches and stuff. But about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's just, think about it. Beach time, beautiful weather, sun, the water, the salt water. Just about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we would say, hey, let's go walk down the beach. So what we would do is we would walk to the pier. Again, it's about a half a mile walk, and we would walk, feet in the water, and me and John, we'd be throwing the football back and forth, and just having fun, man. I just can't think of all the memories we made walking this little half a mile down this beach right here. I won't get emotional talking about it, but I mean, this is just like, if I told you like that's what we did every single summer. And so we would come up here to this little grill place, and just a little hole in the wall. That's all it is. It's just a hole in the wall. But this hole in the wall had the best cheeseburgers, French fries, salty French fries with cold ketchup, cheeseburgers, chili and mustard, corn dogs, And we would get all this ice cream. You know, this lady back there, she'd be, you know, kind of digging in the you know, y'all know the ice cream where you have to dig in. I'm not talking about any soft serve crap. I'm talking about that stuff you got to dig down in there, and you know, if you get butter pecan, man, you get the good stuff, right? I mean, you know, it's just really cool. So we would eat in there. We would get the ice cream. You know, we maybe walk down the pier. You know, maybe sometimes we wouldn't, but you know, it was the time spent coming up and doing that and walking back and you know, maybe taking a quick nap, going out and eating some seafood. You know, there's a great donut place down here. If you're ever down in Carolina Beach, North Carolina, it's, you know, I mean, heck, man, it's an awesome place called Britt's Donuts. But you know, it's cool. Like, enjoy those things. And you guys that are plugging in, there's so many new people out there, and I don't know how many people are plugging in tonight, but you know, I mean, I would just hope that maybe maybe you'll watch the recording. If you're brand new, there's so many people out there that, I mean, you're changing your life financially. I mean, I was just doing a Zoom meeting for Ollie on Saturday. Ollie had a training up in Indiana, and in the back of the room, there was, you know, Andrew Pappas was standing in the back of the room. And I mean, you're looking at a guy that went from making, you know, $28,000-$30,000 a year to making $170,000 a year. I mean, think about it, guys. I mean, is that an American success story? I mean, you go from making $30,000 a year as a meter reader to being a field underwriter with Equus Financial and going out there and making, you know, 170-some thousand. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. He'll make more this year. I guarantee it. So it's just, the thing I want to tell you guys is that as you go out there on your own pen, not building on your own pen, you'll change your life. You'll change your life. If you'll figure out how to consistently get you 10 to 12 A leads. Get you 10 to 12 A leads. Now, if you're on this call, if you're on this Zoom and your final expense, well, then be final expense. Like, don't let me confuse you. If you're final expense, be final expense, man. Final expense is an incredible opportunity at Equus Financial. As a matter of fact, most of you guys final expense, you guys can get final expense leads in your backyard. Okay? You know, for most mortgage protection people, if you want to get 10 to 12 to 15 A leads a week, man, you're gonna have to get the map out. You know, there's just not very many people. There's not very many places right now in America with Equus that you're going to be able to go, okay, I'm gonna stay in my backyard and I'm going to work 10 to 15 A leads a week. I don't think you're going to be able to do that. You know, and if you believe like I believe, isn't that a song? If you believe like I believe, baby. I can't really get the right lyrics, but I know that's a song. You guys can tell I spend way too much time on the weekend listening to 70s and 80s music. Okay, so, but if you believe like I believe, now I can't get out of my head. If you believe like I believe, and you know that consistently investing in 10 to 12 to 15 A leads a week, that's $150,000 to $200,000 a year income, easy. Like easy. Like you don't even have to have great people skills. And if you get 10 to 15 A leads a week, you're making $1.50. Like if you don't make more than $1.50, like we really need to figure out why. We really need to figure. So I know mortgage. See, don't show me the guy that got 8 mortgage leads. He booked 2 appointments and he didn't sell any of them. And now mortgage protection doesn't work. Mortgage protection is the easiest lead-driven sale in the world. Like if you can't do mortgage protection, I feel sorry for you. Because, I mean, ultimately, you have people with bank accounts. You have people that know what they're filling out. Now, I know some of them, when they call, they don't want, we've decided we don't want it. We've already taken it out. It's too expensive. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to get objections, okay? But I'm saying by and large, you have sophisticated people that can get qualified for a mortgage, okay, that are saying, hey, you know, I want somebody to come to my house. So I think somebody posted the song. I'll have to go back and look. Thank you if you did that, because I'm gonna YouTube that song on my way to my my hotel room tonight. Okay, so okay, I don't even know how it got off on that, but I am gonna say this, okay, and it goes back to that little pier, that little hole in the wall right there that I'm looking at. You can change your life in this business. Absolutely change your life. You can change your life. If you got the guts to book 10 to 15 appointments a week. Guys, I changed my life booking 8 to 10 appointments a week. I changed my life on 10 A leads a week. You could do the same thing. So from a builder's training standpoint, the topic of tonight, and actually it was actually the topic last week, it's think growth. And so instead of trying to change it tonight, I started trying to think, what can I talk about to think growth? Because that was actually on my heart to cover. I can't really cover something effectively unless it's on my heart. Okay. I don't know if you guys have figured that out, but you know, if you just give me a topic to intellectually cover, I'm horrible at it, because I don't know, I can't talk to that. It's got to come from somewhere. If it comes from somewhere deep inside of me and it doesn't even feel like it's my message I'm delivering, that's when I'm the best. Okay, so so think growth. Okay, so here we are. It is June the 10th. It's June the 10th. So we're just a few days away from June 15th. We're 5 days away from the time that most people mentally check out. Not a bad thing. I didn't say those people were going to quit. They're not going to quit. Are they going to go do some business here and there? Yep, they're going to go do some business here and there. They'll even have some good weeks. But I'm just saying, most people, June 15th through about middle of August, they're going to check out. That they're not going to be in the mode of growth. They're not going to be in the mode of personal momentum. Okay. I will challenge you guys that there's a few of you out there that maybe hear me. I'm going to challenge you that you can still play on July the 4th. You can still play on your weekends, and you can still take time out with the family, and you can go eat the soft serve ice cream. You can go do all of it. You can even have you a beach week. But there's people that figure out how to do that stuff and still keep their personal momentum going. How do you do that? I don't know. I don't think I can teach that, but I think some of y'all figure out how to do it. Some of you don't, some of you do. So I hate bringing up something where I just kind of slough it off as in, hey, some of you going to figure it out, some of you not. I think it has to do with desire. Because I'm going to tell you, I knew talent-wise I couldn't afford to let off the gas, because I knew that I was not good enough to get it back very quick. And if I couldn't get it back very quick, when I re-engaged with everybody else, which is when your kids start back to school and it's the first or middle of August, of course, you know, back when I was growing up through the business, I mean, it was, you know, our kids didn't start school for the 1st of September, right? And so the last thing I wanted to do was to start building my personal momentum 1st of September and not really get my personal momentum back until mid-October. And here I've lost half of the best months of the entire year. The best months, this is not even arguable. The best months, the best production months of the entire year is from September, I would say mid-August, 1st of September through mid-December. The best, hands down, the best production months of the entire year. Okay. Think growth. Okay, here's my message for you. When I say think growth, I guarantee you most people out there are thinking, okay, so John's going to talk about sharing the Equus opportunity. How many times are you sharing it? Okay, no, that's not what John's going to talk about. Here's what John is going to talk about. Think growth. If you want to be a regional manager in the next 8 to 12 months, how many books do you think you need to read to do that? Now, don't be dramatic, okay? I don't think you need to read 100 books to do that. But I do want you to think in terms of personal growth. Develop you into a regional manager, and I promise you the physical equivalent's not going to be too far behind. Well, John, does that mean that all I've got to do is read and write my goals and speak my goals, and I'm going to be a No, that's a little kooky. That's not what I said. That's not the message I'm getting out there. But what I am getting out there is that, yes, you have to do the work. Yes, you have to share the Equus opportunity. Yes, you have to share it with people that are in the bell curve more so than out of the bell curve. You know, I think you need to get specific, sharing the opportunity with young, sharp, productive local married couples. I think that you should. Actually had Russ Tessman text me today. I don't think he'd mind me sharing this with you, but he talked about his personal production. He's rocking and rolling. He's doing over 20,000 a week. He said, but John, he said, my growth on my team side is it's not really growing like I want it to grow. What do you suggest? And I said, you need to get serious about being specific, and how many times are you sharing the Equus financial opportunity with people that are between 22 and 35 years of age? Young, sharp, productive, local married couples. Young, sharp, productive, meaning what? Meaning they most likely have a job. They're not already in the insurance industry. They're dream-driven people looking for a way to own and operate their own business. Young, sharp, productive, local married couples. And he said, okay, how do you suggest I find them? Great question. I think you'll find them by booking 10 to 15 mortgage protection appointments a week, which I don't think he's got any problems doing. And even if he's in an area like mine where he sits down with a lot more seniors than he does younger people, he'll still run across good candidates doing mortgage protection sales. Second thing is there are companies out there like Starbucks that market to the same people that I just mentioned, the same young, sharp, productive local married couples. So I told Russ to be strategic in going to places that market to those people, because chances are, if he's strategic about going to those places, it's going to put him in a target-rich environment where he could possibly have a conversation with somebody, and in the course of the conversation, somebody could mention something about they don't like doing their job, they don't like what they're doing, they're not doing what they went to college for, they're not doing what they went $250,000 in debt for, and heart, it gives you the opportunity to say, well, hey, I can't promise anything, but I do some things in financial services. I'm looking for some people that have an interest in developing some sideline income, would be separate apart from what you're currently doing. Do you have an interest? It sounds like you might. You do? Okay, good. Well, I'll tell you what, I can't really do it right now, but why don't we grab a cup of coffee sometime in the next 2-3 days? And why don't I just put some information in front of you about something I'm doing involving mortgage protection or final expense sales? And then boom, there you go. You're off and running. And what you will find is you will find people that are interested that will pursue you. And you'll find a lot of people that are not interested and they won't pursue you, and they'll be really sharp. And you'll think about them, and you'll think about, oh my goodness, how sharp are they? I wish they would get on my team. How good would they be? And then you're going to go chase those people, and you're going to waste so much time chasing those people when, if you do like Mike Hall talked about on Friday's 11 o'clock call, if you want to build, stop recruiting. If you want to build effectively, stop recruiting. I thought it was the best line that I've ever heard in business building. If you want to build a business, stop recruiting. What did he mean by that? Did he mean stop talking to people? No, he meant stop chasing people. Stop it. Stop chasing people. offer people the opportunity and see who comes, see who's attracted to you. If you will develop a little bit of posture, more people will be attracted to want to know what you know. So guys, with that, let's see here. I don't think there's any questions. Okay, so no open questions. And it is 9:44. Okay, 9:44. I've already been going for 24 minutes. That's a little too long, being that I really didn't have too much to cover tonight. So thank you guys for being on. Seriously, I appreciate it big time. And let's go kick some butt. I did put on GroupMe this morning that let's leave it all out there on the field of battle. I'm really going to be ratcheting up my messages over the next couple of weeks, because I know that our call attendance will probably, I'm not speaking negative, but I'm just saying that it's probably going to start going down a little bit, because again, most people mentally, for whatever reason, and listen, some people need to do this, but for most people will, just a slight little bit of their brain will start checking out. The closer we get to July 4th, they'll have the July 4th hangover for a couple of weeks. Then the next thing you know, it's going to be, well, the kids are starting back to school. And, next thing you know, it's going to be mid-August, which is fine. But I'm just saying, over the next 50 days between now and summer conference, some of you guys will make the move of a lifetime. And you'll go out there and you'll put together your sales managership, your district managership, and some of you will actually go out there and put together 10 to 15 unique writers. You'll put together your regional managership, and I'm going to tell you what, Barry Clarkson is throwing money at regional managers, throwing money at them. Last thing, I do want to say this. I do want to announce this. So Equus Financial, we collectively, from a regional manager team, we all decided that we would, Barry, he talked about how much money he wanted to invest. He talked about new technology that we needed. He talked about going into the next phase of Equus, which, nobody ever thought that we would be at, 450, 470 unique writers. Nobody ever thought that. But here we are, and we had to make some decisions about how we were going to move forward on technology, on training. And from a regional manager team, we collectively all voted to make the transition this way. So the Equus website is not down. This is not, nobody saw it. No, so guys, if you're hearing that crap out there, that's not true, okay? So Equus Financial, we strategically partnered up with, and I forgot the initials of the company now, but this company is phenomenal. Okay, this company does NASA, it does Caterpillar, it does tremendous marketing. Barry Clarkson was actually at the home office of this company today, sending text messages going, oh my goodness, what they're going to be able to do for us is going to be incredible. Barry Clarkson is investing over 7 figures into this marketing platform, and everything is going to be rolled out to us, completed on August the 1st. Actually, this company is going to be at summer conference. They're actually going to be doing some breakout sessions, so you can plug in and you can learn more about Equus technology. I'm just telling you guys, it's just really neat that Equus and Barry Clarkson is really this committed to being on the forefront of state-of-the-art technology. They really feel like, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I told Barry, he asked me privately, and I'm going to tell Barry, I said, Barry, I couldn't tell you what the Equus website looked like, man. I get my reports from Tammy. I'm not a tech person, okay? But if he believes that technology is going to help us in a way that can help us dominate our marketplace, well, then you know what? More power to him. But I'm going to tell you what, he's putting his money where his mouth is. He's investing over 7 figures in this new marketing platform, and I think you guys are really going to like it. Thank you for going through a little bit of inconvenience right now because you don't have access to do the same thing on the old website, the old system that you do as we're transitioning. And so, guys, we're doing the best we can to put stuff in where, like, you don't even miss it. Like, if you haven't seen Tammy's weekly email today, if you happen to not have gotten that email on your email, you can actually go to our GroupMe, scroll back to this morning, and there's a link. Get our team's email, and there's some really cool stuff on there that Tammy's put on there. We have quote software on there. We have the way that you can actually report your business to Cornerstone Financial, to Tammy, and we can help you keep track of that, help making sure that it's being pushed through pending into paid status, and all of that. So God bless you guys. Thanks for being on, and I'm just going to check and make sure one last time if there are any questions. I don't think there are any. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. God bless you. Bye-bye.